Let's go. We got to break down Joe Milton snaps. We've already done Drake Maye. That video will be linked down below. And we start things off here with a bad one. I know Joe Milton's getting crushed for this throw, but this Patriots wide receiver room is an absolute freaking disaster of a mess, right? Not really anyone in there that's totally proven. I like Pop. I like some other pieces mixed in there. But the receiver falls down. Now, does that excuse this throw? Not really. This DB just swallowed this entire play whole, and he did a really good job breaking down on it. But, obviously in the NFL, even if you have the absolute best arm strength, you can't just assume that you're going to win on these comebacks, right? At Tennessee, this was a big staple of their offense. So we get to this zone read pull. Now, we had a huge debate. And in the Drake Maye film study, I put it all to rest. Who is a better runner, Joe Milton or Drake Maye? And Drake Maye has him beat, but this is good stuff right here by Joe Milton. Stick your shoulder down, get an extra yard. Or is it? I never want my QB doing this unless it is the goal line or unless it is 3rd and short or 4th and short, right? Not on 2nd and 10. An extra yard doesn't mean anything. This is still impressive, though, to run right here and truck somebody. All right, here we go. 3rd down. And this is, typical Fangio, right? You are getting a delayed pressure, okay? This is coming from the 2nd level, and then the nickel is actually coming on a delayed blitz here, okay? This is really hard to pick up if you are the left tackle, and this guy should be unblocked if he's coming from that far and on that much of a delay, okay? So Eagles get what they want. They have an unblocked guy running right at Joe Milton, and, well, he gets cut off by his own guy. I hate this. Oh, God, I hate this for old Vic because this is a really, all right? The end gets far too out wide and actually cuts off the blitzer. So it's actually not the end. It's the linebacker coming right here on a blitz. You want to keep working this way, but not this way, because if you work this way, it cuts off this 2nd level blitzer who's coming from far away and at a weird angle, all right? So, believe it or not, this bull rush actually is what gets in the way of the unblocked player, and this allows Joe Milton to step up, okay? Really good stuff right here by Joe. Step up. Let's see if you can find someone, and he does. Really good football right there from Joe Milton. And you pick up a nice 1st down. Huge juxtaposition of the Tennessee offense, and he just fumbles the snap. Not a big deal. I mean, Drake Maye fumbled the snap as well. So it leads me to believe that it's partly them getting used to doing this and the conditions, all right? We pick it up here on the 2nd and 12, a little cut off at the beginning. And Joe Milton, let's see what he does. Resets his feet, throws it to the comeback route, and that is Joe Milton football right there, man. So Joe Milton resets his feet. Well, it got worse, but this is what he did at Tennessee. Long comeback route throws, rifle arm, and bang. There's just not many people that's making that throw better than him. All right, I hope you subscribe, ring the bell. The 3rd down and 3 here is something that doesn't really shock me. The Eagles want to blitz here. Normally, when you get in this extended red zone area, blitzing becomes more common. I would say probably somewhere in this 25 to 40-ish range, because a sack knocks them back, and a sack also prevents them from going for it. You got to remember the Eagles are only down by 4. A field goal attempt, even if it's made, is a win for the defense, okay? So the Eagles get what they want, right? The blitz design is what opens up an unblocked pressure. Really good stuff right here from the Eagles defense, okay? So Joe Milton knows he's hot. That's really good quarterbacking. This is on the receiver, right? I understand he's wanting to make sure he gets past the sticks here, but you've got to be turning as fast as you possibly can. Now, Joe might have thrown this football too hard. All right, my favorite Joe Milton play is actually one where he screwed up royally. This was supposed to be a fake to the left. He throws it to the right, and to make matters worse, the end is unblocked because the fake was supposed to be going this way. All right, so we're in trouble. And Joe Milton, 75 is fooled by it as well because it is, awkward. Now he's got to go make a play. And this is ridiculous. The first thing is look at how effortless it is for him to throw the football. I mean, this ball is humming, and he throws this touch bullet pass. Look at this location. I mean, that is stupid. I mean, you've got to catch that, man. All right, so we talked about this. This isn't Hoss juke, but it's somewhat the same thing, but on this side of the field. We talked about this play in the first game or the Drake Maye film study. It is Brady, Edelman, and McDaniel's favorite play. Okay, you come back here, option route over here, and a vertical on this side. And this is really good football right here from Joe Milton. Okay, we don't need all the yards. We got to make this a manageable third. And this is throwing with the anticipation. And look at the ball location. It's really good. You've got to catch this. I mean, that's one of the worst drops I've seen. And what Vic essentially said here was, well, on first down, the guy dropped it. Second down, the guy dropped it. These guys are a bunch of scrubs. So we're just going to lock them down. I don't even trust him to catch a pass. You obviously don't want to turn the football over here. So you don't really want to be aggressive. And especially if these guys are dropping. This is, once again, really good football by Joe Milton. All right. Now, if there was something open, then he should throw it. But I love this decision. All right. Rainy night. Why do a turnover and give them unfreaking believable field position when they've only scored 6 points? And on top of that, you give us a highlight reel trucking a guy. Joe Milton says, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. I love that song. That song's been stuck in my head. But my goodness, he even stares him down. Where's the boom meter guy when you need him? Boom! Y'all seen this guy? It is a highlight reel and it is fun. But on third down, sure, I don't mind a truck stick because you might be close to the line to gain. But leading with your right shoulder, if you're the starter, it's not what you want, right? It's really not. Still, we'll see. Guy, he's still staring at him. Dang, did he say something about you? But anyway, we'll go through these final snaps. There's nothing really Joe Milton could do about a lot of these. Some quarterbacks are elite at escapability, right? Ben Roethlisberger is probably the best in the pocket. KJ Jefferson, who's now at UCF, is so freaking good at just getting guys off of him and stepping up into the pocket. There's a lot. Russell Wilson in his prime was really good at avoiding the initial rush sack, but obviously he held on to the football too long for quite a bit of his career. The guard just got beat so bad there. There's really nothing he could do. Could he have gotten out of it? Sure, but no. I don't think Joe Milton really played bad. I really don't. I know the stat line looks terrible, and I know a lot of you have painted me as anti-Milton, but what are you supposed to do about this? Is this ball location right here bad? Yes, it needs to be out here. Right? I want you to try and throw the football when guys are coming on block right at your face. Pause. Come on. You've got to catch that. There's so many drops. Or some of these ball locations, should it have been better? Yes. But Joe Milton, really interesting backup prospect. But, he's not close to Drake Maye, in my opinion. And then again, this is a good rule of thumb for anyone watching. I was a pass rusher when I played, and I didn't have a bull rush because I was small, right? The bull rush is still, to me, the most effective rush in football. If you get beat, like, just right off the snap, and by the way, it's 3rd and 17, the only 3rd and 17 quarterback that's great is Joe Burrow at LSU. A bull rush is the worst thing you can give up because it's just more traffic. If it's an edge rush or someone beating you around the corner, you could step up around it and so on and so on. But if you get bull rush right into the lap, it creates so much traffic for the quarterback to go through, right? You not only have to avoid your own guy, you also have to avoid him, okay? So, could Joe Milton have gotten out of this? This is a you wonder how I got here moment. The answer is yes. He could have. It would have been tough. He would have had to be really, really, really elusive, which he's not. He gets sacked. Not a whole lot you could do on 3rd and 17. Good job holding on to the football as well. But, man, I know, once again, I know the stats were bad. Joe Milton did some really good things. Some brain farts mixed in there as well, but the guy has a chance to be a really good NFL backup. So, comment below, do you still believe? Some of you believe that Joe Milton is better than Drake Maye, and the Drake Maye video is floating in your face right now. Let's go.